Hello,
Howdy.
and welcome back to another episode of TnD.
I personally don't even know how we got this far, but
I don't either.
here we are.
Survival of the fittest. Darwinism at its
God.
finest.
Have you seen me? I am not fit. I'm not fit.
Well, you don't have to be strong. You just have to be fit for your environment. And that's
Wow.
a biology lesson for today.
I hate biology.
I love biology.
Of course you do.
Speaking of biology, it's finals week. I hope you guys are hanging in there okay.
Yeah, well, I'm hanging in there pretty well. Got a 94 on my or actually on my last final. What am I saying? Did pretty good. Also, if you're my public speaking professor, you do not know me. That final was maybe not as glamorous as my others.
Oh, I thought it's because we're doing a podcast about a gay furry VN.
Oh, I don't give a fuck if I'm a gay furry.
So if
But I
you're
do
first
give a
time...
Okay, it's fine. Just interrupt me. I don't give a
No.
fuck. No,
No.
it's fine. No. Fuck me. Just interrupt me.
Fuck you.
Only
Fuck
P.S.
you.
Nicely.
Fuck your chicken strips. Fuck your chicken strips.
I wish I had chicken strips. All I have
I
is
do too. I had cereal.
you fucking idiot.
It was pretty good. Cereal with pumpkin spice coffee.
Oh my god. If you couldn't
Mm,
tell, he's white.
Yum. How did you know? How can you figure that out?
And
I wonder.
I am not white.
I'm as white as a snowflake.
You act like a snowflake.
When did you suddenly become conservative?
If you're a conservative, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out. We hate
the fuck
differing
out.
opinions.
Yeah, get the fuck out
Well,
of here.
we hate
If you
racist
don't have
opinions.
my opinion politically, then get the fuck out of my face.
Oh, God. God. What has the world come to, though?
Sucking dicks and wearing masks. That's my world, actually.
I know for a fact for some it's finals week. For me, I'm dishing out finals to unsuspecting high school students, but no biggie. Not a big deal at all.
Hey,
Totally
Drew.
fine.
Do you want to tell them how you done your bio final or whatever the fuck, biochemistry?
Organic.
Organic.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Organic chemistry. It was good. It was a good class. I finished with an A, but I didn't finish so strong in the final because I kind of slacked. I didn't want to do anything for a little bit, and I just wanted to kind of read fan fiction that people have been submitting and relax a little bit because organic chemistry can get pretty hairy. And so shut up. I slacked for a little bit, and I don't know why I told you to shut up. I don't like to hear you laugh because it means you're scheming. It means you're scheming.
I'm not scheming.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I know you're
yeah.
scheming.
Okay, why am I
But-
scheming, smart guy?
Yes, because I just know. But anyway, with my organic chemistry class, I'm taking it so I can get my master's in microbiology. Because I'm a
Wow.
nerd. I'm a big nerd that likes nerdy things, and I love talking about biology and disease. And speaking of disease, we've been talking about aviapox as well.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
So
My first question is, how do I get it? Where do I buy it?
how can I die very quickly and very badly?
Well, it looks like you have a wild fucking trip before you die, before your nervous system just fucking shuts down.
Just fails.
yeah,
And
that sounds
we
kinda
finally
nice.
got to Kamiya.
Oh yeah, we played through the entire build, not like
first-
the newest one that just came out on Patreon.
I
we
would
did,
feel
like-
really bad if we spoiled something for people who didn't have a Patreon.
Yeah,
I think so.
and it kind of takes away from purchasing the Patreon. Anywho, so
We'll definitely be, like, for other people purchasing it. We'll definitely most likely be purchasing it at some point. It's
Oh
just a
yeah,
matter
I
of
gotta
when.
support the Patreon, dude. The work's fucking
Yes.
stellar.
Yes, it gives us so much to talk about. So much. But if this is your first time tuning into the podcast, I'm Drew.
I'm Ty, but he calls me Tyson, even though I tell him not to.
This is where TnD comes from. We talk about really nerdy things. We're really obsessed with Adastra right now. Me in particular.
Obsessed is a strong word. I prefer very, very invested in its characters.
Involved.
Like
I've been watching lots of Game of Thrones, and I know it ends poorly, but I do love the character interaction because I eat that shit up. I love rich people problems, and Adastra is no different. It's rich people problems. They're like most of it.
Yeah. So, going off of that note, I would like to give a special birthday shout out to my husband Amicus.
Yay!
I don't
He's
know
not
how
your
I
husband. He's Marco's though.
Yeah.
But you can pretend.
I have the ring. I have the ring. Okay.
Bitch, I got the ring.
In my first playthrough, the human's name was Ty, so that was me. So yeah, we're married. Honeymoon is in approximately
It's canon.
Yeah, it's practically canon. Honeymoon's in 8 years, so it's gonna be a wild night on Adastra.
Wild party.
Oh, I wasn't referring to parties.
Brody. Gross.
Good lord.
If you didn't know, I don't watch the sex scenes because I'm technically not a furry.
He is such a fucking how
Prude.
do I? Yeah.
I am actually secretly Christian. Just kidding.
Like you see one shot of Nefru's bare ass, and he's like, "I'm looking away," and I'm like, "That's the best part."
Yeah, you're missing so much of the plot right
yeah,
now.
I'm like, Nefru is fucking hot, and you're just gonna ignore him like that?
Nefru's ass has its own singularity. It has orbiting planets around it.
The last time we saw Nefru's ass,
I have a hunch. It's
no, actually, never mind. The last time we saw his ass, it was not in a very, like... Oh, God! Forgot. The last time we saw him naked, he was with Amicus.
I remember how pissed off
I was so upset. I was screaming. I'm like, Amicus, you know what? Fuck you. You cheated on me. I mean, Marco.
Technically, I did want to cut off Amicus's balls, but at the same point, there are some up-in-the-air questions that could have been answered about it, but I would have been crushed. I would have been like, take me home. He would have said something, I'd be like, nope, take me home. No, I don't even want to take me home.
Drew is so petty.
Petty? The only thing I pity is you.
Pity is what I take on you. Damn it. Damn it, you took my fucking... God damn it, motherfucker. You can't just take my shit like that.
I took it. It's mine now.
Give it back, whore.
Nope. No way. No returns.
I hate you.
Gotta go through HR for that one.
Okay.
And they are closed.
Give me the phone number then.
618.
Okay.
Bite me.
Only if you want me to.
Where and how hard? I like how you just randomly scream.
How else do I fucking react to what just happened? Like, I don't know what other reaction you expect from me.
I don't know. Despair. But
I'm done with despair. I finished the first Danganronpa and holy shit. Fucking missed me with that shit. That ending had me pissed off.
I was just about to ask, what are other things that you've been doing besides Adastra?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I was playing a lot of Danganronpa over break.
Dang it, Grandpa.
Dang it, Grandpa. I actually, yeah. That game was something. The fan base is notorious for being eccentric. So I fit right in.
Just like our love of Adastra. Just
yes,
investive.
It's more of like people obsessing over this fucking idiot character that I do not know how is. Yeah. Okay, that was word soup. What I was trying to say is people obsess over fucking Byakuya. If you stand Byakuya, I don't know how to.
I don't stand you.
I don't stand you. Okay, fucking rich people, rich kids.
Oh,
I say that as
kids.
I stand Amicus.
Well, there are good ones, I suppose. There always has to be. That sounds really bad.
There are good rich people.
That sounds really bad.
There are good rich people. My cousin Bill Gates is rich as fuck.
Hit me up with some of that vaccine money, baby.
The vaccine. Oh my god. Can we talk about vaccines really quick?
Sure.
Take the vaccine, you fucking idiots.
Take it. Take it so hard.
People
right in your arm.
People think you're gonna get like extra limbs or autism or something. Like that's not how vaccines work.
I like how you jump from extra limbs to something that is just as ridiculous get from a vaccine.
People.
So.
I don't know what people think, but they're dumb as hell. Sorry. Not sorry.
I know for vaccines, it's certainly a controversial topic now, a polarizing topic.
Well, guess what, guys? It shouldn't be. It's like you know the phrase "an apple a day keeps the doctor away." How about we make one? The COVID vaccine keeps you alive. How about that? Is that catchy enough? Is that getting people to fucking take it so I can stop wearing masks everywhere?
I would hope that Marco is not anti-vax. If any of you have played Kimia,
yeah, Kimia.
Hopefully he is not anti-vax.
Yeah, it'd be really bad if he was. If Marco was anti-vax, then fuck, I don't know.
How do you isolate a virus that kills someone in way less than 24 hours? I have no idea.
Poor
You'd
Marco.
have to. That protocol would be insane. And if the government wants to keep it hush hush, they're going to have to keep the scientists hush hush. And I bet it's going to involve, if it's in Europe, since Europe is connected to Asia, it's going to be a lot of other. Europe is connected to Asia. Wow, very good. No, but there's going to be a lot of intermingling. So I don't know how that's going to work out. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. The only other disease that I can think of that is just as deadly is pneumonic plague, which is, there are 3 types of the bubonic plague, and that's the bubonic one, which is caused by all 3 are caused by Yersinia pestis, but one is the bubonic plague, the second one is the the septic plague, the septic one, and the third version is a pneumonic one. And the pneumonic one, if you get it, can kill you in less than 16 hours. And that's the only thing I can think of that's as lethal as aviapox. Crazy.
Let me translate all that for you. To the people who are normal. Basically what he's saying is that it's bad.
It's bad. It's very bad. Also, it seems that it follows the nervous system and completely fries it based on the symptoms that Marco had. I don't know how it works with wolves, per se, but definitely know how it works with humans, is that it goes into your nervous system and just fries everything. So that is kind of the same symptoms as really bad, like late-stage meningitis, where there's seizures as your meninges swell and push on your brain. The tissue on the outside of your brain swells and then pushes on it. So meningitis is horrible as it is. So, and it does not kill you in less than 16 hours. I find aviapox absolutely fascinating. I would definitely dissect that more. We only know it's a virus. We know it spreads by touch because Marco got it through the wolf. And it would probably also spread by touching other objects, which is called fomatic or fomites. So you can catch it by touching another object and then touching your face, for instance. I don't know. I just really find fictional disease is really interesting, because some writers will really dive into it, while other, like Contagion, for instance, the movie, which is fictional but really heavily based on science, and then some writers are like, well, it's a virus, and then they kind of like back off a little bit. But I'm excited to see how this one in Adastra is tackled.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a... Well, I'm not really sure if it's going to become a big plot point, but obviously, like, Marco is quarantined. As of right now, he is quarantined due to it. I don't know if they're going to go any more in depth than that. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really... I'm sure there might be something, too, in the newest version, but since we haven't played that yet, we don't know. And I'm interested to see how Amicus is dealing with the separation, too. And Marco, how they're both dealing with it. I know it's... When you think about Adastra, certainly their relationship is not this grand scheme of things, but I can understand why people would be invested when it was about 95% of the Adastra storyline was focused on those two, where other people would be more reacting to around them in various ways.
Right. Yeah. No, I feel that.
I know you wanted to ask me a question, though, Tyson. I think
I did.
Ty. Sorry, Ty.
It's fine. He will never, ever call me Ty.
It will never happen. You just got a deal.
So I wanted to ask this question at the very beginning. Excuse my yawning. I pulled an all-nighter with my finals. So my question to you, Drew, is if the characters in Adastra came to Earth, okay, what would their favorite foods be? Now,
that's a hard one.
I have to point out the very prominent, like, relevant fan thing with, I think it's Amicus being a pizza delivery boy. And, like, eating... I see, like, a lot of art of him eating pizza, which, I mean, I love it. I love Amicus doing anything, even if it's not as wholesome. So, you know, I guess... So, I guess pizza is something you can put to my... I don't know.
I think Amicus is pretty straightforward for me. I think he would really like Cajun or like Southern style fried. Anything fried, really, but of course he'd focus on the desserts.
See,
and then I think...
Sorry, I know
no,
literally asked you
good.
this question, so I'm just being, you know, a major hypocrite right now. Or not hypocrite. narc, fucking hell.
You're like, I'm going to ask this question,
and then I'm going to answer it.
Yeah.
I really wanted to say that I feel like Cassius is the kid who always orders chicken strips, no matter where he goes.
Yes,
like,
I was thinking, I thought he'd be the picky kid.
Yeah, like no matter in like even into his adult years, like he still just orders chicken strips and French fries, no matter like wherever he is. Sorry,
I think Cassius
go on.
wouldn't secretly judge you about putting pineapple on pizza. I think he would openly tell you that he hates you for what you're doing. Pineapple on pizza's disgrace. You need to stop, you fucking idiot. Take the pineapple off the pizza. And then all of a sudden dinner's ruined and Amicus is really like bashful and Marco is glaring at him and it's just, you know, it gets really awkward. But and then Virginia, I think she likes the finer things in life.
Caviar.
Yes, please pass the lobster. Thank you.
But come on, she's such a...
And then I think she tips really well.
I'm not even straight, but she's a fucking... Virginia's a baddie, okay? Like, I just have to say it. I fucking love her.
I do too. I really like Virginia.
I wish we could see more.
I think she would be really sweet, and then she would absolutely fucking wreck you if you get in her way. She'd be like, "Oh, you're doing great, sweetie."
You're doing amazing, sweetie. She's like the really supportive mom.
Yeah.
She has like a camera wherever she goes. And she's like always taking pictures of Amicus. She's like, "You're doing amazing, sweetie."
Someone help him.
And then like as soon as he does something wrong, she like fucking beats the shit out of him physically. She's like, "You fucking idiot!" She's like, Amicus is like,
she takes off her flip flop.
La chancla.
Throws it halfway across the room. Amazingly on target every time.
Oh.
Threatens Marco with it. You're next.
Yeah, and Marco's
you better
like,
treat him right, Marco. I'll fuck you up.
I think this is a good time to point out. Actually, no. You know what? Fuck me. That wasn't the real time. Finish the rest of the characters. I'm talking Kato and Neferu.
Kato is an old soul. He'd have whiskey with everything.
Ugh,
and a cigar close by. And then while you're having dinner with him, he'd awkwardly bring up something about the blacks have too many rights. And then that would quickly spiral out of control. As he takes another puff of his cigarette, puts it down, not even batting an eye, just staring at you, waiting for your answer. And you're like, well, Kato, you enjoy your whatever the hell that is, and I'm going to go ahead and go. And because I'm assuming they're on Earth now. And I think Neferu would eat anything with Virginia, but slowly, while Virginia's not looking, slide it off to the dog nearby and grab something a little more crazy. I think he'd be a sushi kind of guy. Like, really crazy type stuff. Kind of like outgoing, trying other things, so I don't know how much wolves would eat fish. But they're literally standing on two paws. That felt weird to say. And so I think sushi would be more of his thing, or like just crazy avant-garde type stuff.
I was going to say sushi for Neferu too.
And Marco, of course, just simple man, orders water with his meal. Has a little bit of indigestion as he grows older.
Oh my god.
Has to watch what he eats. Kind of has coffee in the mornings.
Imagine. Yeah, it's like basic.
Which is not an insult,
Imagine if, like, the wolves, like, tried soda and, like, they thought it was burning their throat. They're like, ah! They're, like, freaking the fuck out. What the fuck? It's burning my throat. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I say, oh, God.
Can they eat chocolate?
Whoa, no.
You mentioned having an existential crisis when they see a feral dog.
Yes,
Amicus, this is our
Pooch,
dog.
Poochie.
This is our pet. Yeah, this is our cute little dog, Snickers. And Amicus is like, Snickers? Yeah, we kind of domesticated them, and they came from a feral version of you. And that's kind of how I knew your name, like how you're called wolves, and look, we can teach it to roll over, and it likes when its belly's scratched.
Just like you.
It's like, oh
but
my
he doesn't
God.
get turned on whenever you do it.
Oh dear God! Stop.
Okay. I had a thought just now. Okay, so we get him having a crisis. He's in a crisis. Whenever he sees
My accent
a dog
has suddenly gone British. Suddenly British.
So how does he react whenever you explain that they have, like, what are they called? We're like dog breeding. It's like horrible. Puppy farms or something. Like, I feel like he'd become an extreme activist of, like, rights, even though they're not intelligent creatures. I feel like
I absolutely agree. I think all of them would.
I think
all of them would immediately want to stop that.
I feel like Virginia would probably crack. Like,
I would not want to get in between her and animal rights. I'd be like, you can have whatever you want, just don't kill me.
But I feel like she has more fish to fry right now. Maybe like later, whenever she's bored, she can go to Earth and be like, "Okay, animal rights."
Yeah, I think Virginia would
But
definitely
they're
get
not.
bored of that.
But none of them are. I mean,
None of them are vegan, right? Or at least we don't know.
well, they eat chicken or whatever. Whatever was similar to chicken they had.
Yeah.
Or I don't know actually if Virginia does. I can see her being a vegan.
I could see that too. I could see her being vegan as well. I know that I think Alex would be vegan.
Alex?
Yeah, I think he would be vegan.
But no, he ate chicken.
Oh shit, that's right. Oops.
That little shit is not vegan. Don't get me on the Alexios thing. I am not in the mood.
He'll go off again.
I am not in the mood
All
to
right,
talk about
20
Alexios.
minutes. Gonna be devoted to Alexios.
About how I hate the bitch. I hate cat. I love cats, but I hate Alexios. Like, it's just... I hate the motherfucker.
I don't know. I think that definitely brings up some interesting questions. I definitely like the idea of Marco having to explain to his parents where he was the whole time.
Can we please talk about our little mini fan fiction that we wrote about if fucking Amicus came down for Thanksgiving and sat down at the table with them and like, please.
So, what do you do?
Well, like, I feel like they know he's the emperor, so they'd probably like bow or something, and he'd be really uncomfortable.
Oh hell no! You think humans would be that swallow their pride enough? I don't.
Well, we don't know Marco's parents. Like I
think like Marco would be like, no emperor shit. No, they're my parents. I lived with them for a while. No emperor shit.
No emperor shit. He's like in his house and like Amicus spills something. He's like, calm, and like nothing happens, and his parents like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, calm.
It's up
Calm.
Like, calm.
Calm. He looks so dejected.
His parents just think he's like even more even more weird than he
Marco
already
is sweating bullets.
I also pointed out how because like the portions are different on Earth, like they'd eat.
Amicus chomps on his fork and bites the whole fucking thing off, like the whole head.
Yeah. Like I could see him eating like the entire turkey and then being like, so where's the main course? Like that was everything. It's like we don't have enough money to feed this thing. And Amicus is like, but I'm the emperor. He's like, I don't care. We're on Earth. Do you have any money? Wait. Okay, no. They do have money. I had to think for a second. They do have money. I don't know what their currency is, though.
Hopefully, when the two eventually do get into bed together, the bedroom is not upstairs. They climb into bed. It's like
Hopefully, they don't try to get frisky.
You know they would.
Yeah, they definitely would. It would make the entire house like a fucking shake. No.
Oh god.
It's like good.
Parents are like staring at the ceiling. They're like, "Honey, we need to invest in earplugs."
Do his parents even know that he's gay?
I don't know. Is Marco out? I think Marco would be headstrong enough to be out.
Yeah,
especially if he comes back. Like Marco was a little bit more unsure of himself, but towards the end, he was like, I don't give a shit anymore. I have to do what I gotta do. I'm gonna fucking chase down Alexios because I can, bitch. And then
I feel like he's the kind of guy who. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like he's the kind of guy. He'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gay. The fuck you gonna do about it?"
Yeah, I think he'd be like that, especially when he comes back. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Look at this ring. Look, Mom and Dad. Look at this ring."
Especially after dying twice, he probably knows to not give a fuck about anyone else's opinion.
If someone's like, I feel like I'm dying, Marco would just be like, don't say that. I've done it twice, don't say that.
Don't say that. Can Marco go through like airport security, like metal detectors without his neck going off?
That would be such a awkward conversation.
Well, there are people who have like metal plates in their back, and I guess they have to deal with that.
Imagine what kind of write-up that would be for the Adastra medical community. They would be, because they don't know about parent technology. There's not too much they know about it.
Would
So
it even
the
pick
write
up
up
on
they
the
would
metal
have is,
detector?
oh, sorry?
Said, would it even pick up on the metal detector?
I don't know. That is a very good question. I think we're just assuming because Marco mentioned like it was gear-like inside of his throat. So we're just assuming it's some form of metal. But the rings are a metal only common to Adastra. And with the special shit going on, I think metal detectors would probably pick it up, especially if there's carbon in it. Something, like, possibly. I am not entirely sure how metal detectors work, though. If there's any metal detector experts out there, we would love your expertise at this moment.
Oh, yes,
to figure out.
I'm sure we're going to get a metal detector expert watching this video who can explain
very
everything
specific.
about metal detectors to us.
Like, I have a very specific set of skills.
Yeah. And he just happens to be watching two homos talk about gay furries.
Yeah, if you made it this far, congratulations.
Please tell me about metal detectors. I have to know more.
That is something I must.
You have to tell us more about metal detectors. I've always wanted to know how they work.
Oh, Lord. I know, for speaking of fan fiction, I was thinking of a story, and I watched a video, one of my favorite YouTubers who does Star Citizen stuff, and yes, I'm swept up in Star Citizen. Yes, I know it's never going to come out, but God, it looks so pretty, with the spacecrafts going vroom vroom, and maybe not vroom vroom, whoosh whoosh, I suppose.
I have no idea what he's talking about, guys.
Did I say StarCraft?
Yes.
I meant Star Citizen.
I still have no idea what that is.
Oh. Have you heard of Elite Dangerous?
Nope.
Uh-oh. Basically it's just a ship simulator, like a sci-fi ship simulator.
It's like that Kerbal Space thing, right?
Not that realistic. A little bit.
Man,
less Newtonian and more like...
When you made me play Kerbal,
we're gonna learn Kerbal to teach physics. This goes, do this, yeah. Anyway, beside the point, I really want some old parent technology to already be discovered by people. Marco's the only one to use it. It happens to be a spacecraft, and Marco becomes the very first galactic human flyboy of the 21st century. There's just something romantic about a man in uniform.
Oh no, here we go, guys.
I think that would be pretty cool. Like, I don't know how it would work. I don't know why he would become a flyboy in the first place, but gosh, pilots. Oh man, love me a pilot.
Is that what gets you hot and bothered, fucking pilots?
Stick me in your missile silo.
I hate you! I hate you! Okay, I hate you now.
I think that'd be pretty cool. I imagine the other is Mass Effect, like Reapers, where they have influence over civilizations, and maybe there's some spacefaring ones. I guess that could work as some sort of offensive force against Earth, but I have no idea what Howley is planning or what Haps is drawing, so not a clue. It could be a number of things.
We got nothing.
We got nothing. Nothing at all.
Head empty, only amicus.
Head empty, only amicus.
Yep.
Back to the Thanksgiving stuff, though. I find that idea so adorable. Like, I find also, I really want to see Marco confront his parents, or confront, like, his friends that have gone through a year of schooling. He comes back all of a sudden, they're like, where the fuck have you been? I really want to see him try to navigate that. Whether he lies to cover his ass, or the European Commission tells him to lie, like the government doesn't want this getting out, or Marco just straight up tells him, and nobody believes him. Oh, God.
Well, how could you believe him?
I know. How could you? You can't. It'd be nuts. Hey, I found this ring with this mysterious metal. Well, no matter how many tests you do, people are going to be very skeptical.
I mean, the biggest evidence is his new mechanical robot voice and
oh, yeah.
stuff in his neck.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's his best bet for proof.
Yeah, I think so too. I just find, I don't know, I find it fascinating when someone comes back with new knowledge and they try to tell people, and they're trying to integrate that knowledge into their regular lives, like back into it again. I'm just so interested in Marco's past and how it relates to his new present. I know that Marco, this being a more of a furry VN, I'm not sure Marco will be the main concern when it comes to Kamiya, but boy howdy, do I kind of relate to knowing something that someone else doesn't, thinking I'm correct about it, and then trying to convince everyone else that I am. And then nobody believes me. And then it turns out at the end, hey, this was happening. This is the issue now. I don't know. I resonate with that quite a bit. Not only when I'm correct, though. Because, God, I have been wrong numerous times. A lot. Substantial. Quantifiable.
He is right. On this time.
I am right about being wrong.
Mm-hmm. The only thing he's right about.
Ooh. Straight in the insecurity right there.
Straight in your
right in the imposter syndrome. Stab and twist. Right into my missile silo.
I'm still trying to get
still
over
processing that information?
Yeah.
Still letting it sink in?
Unfortunately.
Much like a military grade cruise missile finding its target on a bunker. Just sinking right in before BAM! Explosion.
I'm appalled and disgusted. I am the one who makes the dumb pilots.
Pilots.
You know, I know those
flyboys.
I know this really hot pilot that I work with at my job. God, he is so hot.
See? Pilots.
But he's got
I'll tell you what.
He's got like a soft belly, but like we were just talking about this earlier, but like my type is like soft belly, that's really that's about it.
Soft belly. Mind empty, soft belly.
That's all I want. But he's so nice. He's funny. And he also knows that I think he's very hot. I tell him that every time I see him. I'm like, God, you're hot.
Hey, by the way, I find you attractive emotionally and sexually. Just walk away.
There was one day I walked in to work, and I'm like, my God, you're hot. And he looked at me, and he put his hand on my shoulder, and he's like, thank you, Tyson. He's like, I needed that confidence boost. I'm like, well, you're welcome, because I'm just spitting facts.
Just spitting truths.
But he recently got his pilot's license. Shout out to Charlie. He will never watch. Maybe I'll send this to him after it's uploaded.
Please don't.
Why?
I'm not begging you. I'm commanding. Please don't.
Oh, you're commanding me.
Look at me. Look at me. The ship is mine now. Look at me.
Good grief.
You're Tom Hanks, and I'm the Somalian pirate.
I don't like Tom Hanks.
Oh. Please explain.
He's a bad actor.
There's a snake in my boot. You don't like him as Woody?
Nope.
He's so wholesome.
Oh, well, ooh, wholesome Reddit moment. I'm going to upload that. No, I don't give a fuck about Tom Hanks.
Man, I'm crushed. I'm sadder than the Adastra ending.
Just
kidding.
Never say that to me again. Never tell me that again.
Immediately, everyone leaves the podcast.
Never, ever, ever tell me that again, please. Ew.
Oh, God. Ew. But, I know back on the idea of other fan fiction, we've asked for your fan fiction.
We have,
and
true.
One person has supplied a substantial amount of fan fiction. 150,000 words of
Man.
fan fiction.
That is my type of guy right there. Someone who can write that much fan
cannot.
fiction.
Holy shit.
Dude, and it's good. I mean,
It-
the first 2 chapters seem very interesting.
I liked it. I was intrigued. Certainly.
Um,
I, as I first read it, I was going through the beginning, and I'm like, ha, humans. And I kept going, because there's a string of shit in there that happens with them, and I'm like, humans being humans again, just being ridiculous. But man, I was 150,000 words. I think that gets definitely a standing ovation right there, because the amount of focus I have to sit down and write 200 words is oh god, oh lordy, I could barely write an essay when it was on topic. Not like I'm a bad writer, but it just takes me a long time to kind of think through what I want to say. Right, I suppose. I don't think before I say. I think before I write. That's probably a good thing. But I certainly do love the idea of getting fan fiction. And we will be posting a link to at the bottom of this video for you to submit your fan fiction. So if any of you guys have some, we'd love to do a reading of it, usually on Fridays. So we do readings of fan fiction now. I'm saying it as if we've been doing it forever. We have not.
Nope.
This is a new thing for us. And Tyson, I have a question for you.
Okay, shoot.
Okay. So on Discord, there's a person who's been making the Adastra cast as D&D characters. And I know we've been starting up D&D a little bit, so you're a little bit familiar with classes.
I am.
And this particular guy on Discord said that Amicus would be a monk. Monk class. Do you agree or disagree?
I don't know. I feel like he'd be a warrior or something.
Let
Or a paladin.
Let me find his username real quick. He did. I think there was a multi-class involved. So let me see real quick. His Discord is. Oh, I should have written it down, but I did not. I did not write it down. Now I'm looking like a fool.
Not hard.
Absolutely. It's just ridiculous.
I'm sorry. Not really.
No, you're not.
Drew's mean to me off camera.
I am super not mean. Sometimes I wonder if it's the opposite.
Oh yeah, you should have heard what he told me last night. I was heartbroken.
Heartbroken? What did I say? I don't even remember.
Something about emos.
I cannot recall. I cannot recall what I said. That was...
Well, obviously it was bad enough that I remember. I just don't know what it was. My evidence is unrefutable.
Unrefutable?
Mm-hmm.
I would probably agree. That is definitely unrefutable. What other ideas of fan... Oh, here we go. Found him. Amicus Simp. How did I not remember that? Amicus Simp. He said that Amicus was a monk, I believe. That was the main class. Barbarian monk.
Barbarian? Okay, I can see that.
So, multi-class. I think with since he knows Pangu, I don't know if I pronounced that right, I think monk would definitely be appropriate. Because Pangu requires the use of your claws and feet and hand-to-hand combat. I was surprised that nobody whipped out swords.
I know.
That was surprising.
Their claws are their swords.
Their claws are theirs. I mean, they would functionally work good. Like, well enough, I'm sure, that you could pretty easily disembowel someone with those.
Disembowel. That's a funny word.
Disembowel. It is a gross word. I do not like the word, but it works, so... Your insides become your outsides. Particularly your gut insides become your gut outsides, then. That is disembowelment. But, Oh my god, I defined something again. I have a condition.
Yes.
I have a problem. I defined hotbox last time. I defined disembowelment this time. I talk about diseases. Oh, good lord.
Drew's like the legit actual nerd, and I'm like the nerd who likes like fucking Animal Crossing and video games.
Yeah, I like diving into shit. Not like actual shit, but nerdy shit. Just to make that distinction. I know though for D&D wise, I would say that Amicus is definitely a monk. I would also say that Cassius has a little. I think all of them would have monk in them, absolutely, because they all know Pengu. The fact, though, of the matter, I guess we are about almost 15 minutes away from that hour point, which is crazy that we can just talk this long about things. But I don't. The biggest thing I think though regarding fan fiction wise is just more Marco trying to get to Earth. I would love to, or trying to incorporate himself back into Earth. I would just love to see. That would be something that I would love to see. I'd eat that up so fast. And also trying to navigate politics as well, because he's never was a diplomat. He never was supposed to be one, and now he's just thrown into this world he never thought he would be involved in. I just find that really interesting, really fascinating. But alas,
people want Amicus, and I can't blame them.
I cannot either. That's certainly a fine want. That's certainly a fine need, I suppose. You could categorize it. I just want them, I want them to be happy. I know that's a very broad thing to want, but certainly, I don't know. I think I would really like to dive into this conflict that they have. Also, I will die on the hill that Marco is Jesus Christ in some way. I will die on this hill. I will. Oh, speaking of, we did a survey. We did a survey of Alexios versus Cato. Who is the bigger asshole? Or I phrased it more. Who is evil? And Cato won by a substantial landslide. It was 67.3% Cato,
fucking
36% Alexios.
Y'all.
One person voted for Alexios, though, Tyson, and said, he's a bastard. And that's all they said. I'm like, fair.
Well, they're not
A lot of people for Cato were like, they gave me this long explanation that was dissecting, really analyzing why Cato is truly evil. And I'm like, damn. And then for Alexios, he's like, he's just a bastard. Okay. That I mean, truly he is. That was a fun little survey, though. I'll have to do another one. I know for a fact, though, that with the two Cato versus Alexios, I would say that both, especially Cato, I would find Cato much more evil than Alexios. And one of the answers, which I do agree with, said it's because he planned it the whole time. Like, he killed the father. He was, like, manipulating this whole thing. And in the beginning, after playing through Adastra in the beginning with you a little bit, Tyson, the fact that Cato acts all innocent. Like, oh, knocking off you two. Like, stop being... You think Cato's just going to be this passive grandfather character, but he actually turns out to be this very manipulative and very scary character. Definitely an intimidating presence. The thing about writing is, for some characters, I think Game of Thrones does it really well, especially in the beginning seasons. You don't even have to have the character say, I'm scared, to know they're scared of the character. Or you just feel this tingle up your spine kind of deal that something bad is going to happen. This person is plotting something, and I am scared. They don't even have to say anything. You just know what's going to happen. I think that's really good writing. So I think Cato was pretty well written regarding his intentions, especially with his past, getting his eyes blown out, essentially.
And so I'm not saying Cato's not evil, but I really think Alexios is like the bigger of being just a bastard. Like his actions literally resulted in like, even though it was Cato's plan, like he was selfish enough to poison his lover, almost kill his lover, and cause his nation to go into fucking riots and turmoil. Why? I want to instoke chaos.
Chaos.
Like, that is just being evil for the sake of being evil.
At the same point,
Cato at least was being evil to, like, I don't know, become ruler, which is still shitty, but at least it was something.
that is true. I would like to make a note, though. They were at war. Like, I don't know if the planet... Oh, God. Where's Alex from, Ty?
That would be Amorpha.
Amorpha. With Amorpha and the people there, they were at war for quite a long period of time. So I think the Marco is, again, dying for the wolves' sins, for the wolves' past. He's Jesus. And not, directly Jesus, but I really need to dive into that more, because I remember a lot of people saying, I disagree with that, and I'm like, I can understand why. I did not go into a lot of detail about that, but I really will die on this hill. I will die that there is religious allegory and metaphors. I will die on this. Die on this hill. So, that is that. That is Alexios versus Cato. I know on Fridays, since we're getting towards the end here, wrapping this up a little bit, on Fridays we'll definitely read the prologue of one of the fan fiction stories we got. And I'm not going to say who it's by, because I'm going to give it a little surprise, a little suspense here, not yet. Not going to say who it's from yet, but I'm very excited to introduce you guys to a alternative plot.
Yeah.
I think fan fiction has its place in VN. You just have to be careful.
For sure.
Especially if it is completely against the vision of the writers themselves, because I know some fan fiction can really go off the rails, and then you get kind of a bit of a pushback there. But I think this is maybe like the second fan fiction I've ever read. The first fan fiction I read was about Halo, and I'm not too much into Halo, the game, but I do like the lore. I've always been a lore guy. I'm the kind of person who, whenever I played Mass Effect or Dragon Age or anything by BioWare, I was the one reading the codex pages. And that would take me like hours, just going through codex pages and reading out the lore and figuring things out. And The Witcher is the same way, where I'm just reading the stuff on the monsters and really diving into the world. So I do love a good world building. Would you agree, Tyson?
About you or my opinion?
Your opinion.
I think I feel like if a game is good enough to have both a cohesive story and yet fun gameplay, then it's enough to get me. Which I know that's obviously a lot harder said than done. Or
oh yeah,
easier said than done.
Easier.
Like Skyrim. I love Skyrim's lore, and the gameplay it's fucking, it's notoriously fun and replayable, and also ported to every system imaginable.
Oh my god, and multiple times too.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, we will never get rid of Skyrim. I'm a fan more of the side stories than I am the main quests, for sure, in Skyrim. I love the Mages Guild. The idea of this school that teaches you magic, and they're all pretentious and snotty and navigating through academic politics. So probably because I do like my academia, and I'm there again, but I do like anything dealing with academia. Which reminds me, Skip. I can't keep forgetting his formal name, but Skip from Chemii, I think that's why I like him, because he's part of academia.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a little relatable for me personally. Not like the other characters aren't, but certainly I can understand his imposter syndrome when it comes to wanting to impress Neferu and wanting to impress Amicus and wanting to impress his mom and wanting to impress... I think that was the very first parental figure we have ever seen in Adastra was Skip's mom.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've heard of the former emperor, but...
Yeah, it wasn't a full conversation.
Yeah, I like Scipio. I gotta say, I like him. I like his hair. I like his hair.
When I saw Skip, I was like, I think I have those glasses. Like the round ones, the big round ones. I'm like, oh, I think I have those glasses. It's like, I wish I was as buff as him. That'd be nice.
Every character is very...
is fucking jacked.
I think it's I don't even think it's a wolf thing. You see how sculpted Neferu is?
And, like, if there's a skinny one, they're, like, hourglass figures. I'm like, holy shit.
Look at
I
Cass.
bet all of you
Cass
definitely haven't. Oh, God.
I like the fan art. I think Haps did it, but it was, like, of buff Cassius. And I kind of love it.
A bearish, more brute.
Bear.
Bear. Rawr.
Oh, God.
I know that with them, it's like they've been powerlifting for most of their lives.
Yeah.
We can get into that. I would like to get into woven metabolism and definitely ecosystem, because I like the idea of evolution being playing a role in species. No, well, I suppose. Or like playing a role where, I mean, the very first thing that Marco mentioned is like, I hear crickets, I hear birds. I'm like, that's interesting, because I wonder if there was interspecies mingling with Earth at one point, where DNA was shared and some of it stuck around on Adastra and some of it went on to Earth where new species showed up. So depending on how far back the integration was, I don't remember the proper term, where they were going to make Earth children, maybe some species survive better that are more fit for the industrial revolution, or evolution I should say, in the 1800s, were more fit around that time, because maybe that's when the Woven Boys showed up and tried, or someone showed up to try to integrate humans in. But I'm not entirely sure. Not sure. But who knows? Anyway, do you have anything to kind of add towards the end, Tyson? We're getting towards the end.
Scipio is hot.
Question mark?
Like, I know you're in here going about like the evolutionary process, and I'm just like, hot wolf.
Mind empty once again.
Yeah, it's like I can never say the new Cassius, because or not the new Cassius, the fucking new Amicus. I want to see what their dad looked like. That's what I want to know.
I am curious myself, but I am not entirely sure. There's probably fan art somewhere there. I bet there's art by Haps too, most likely. But anyway, if we are wrapping things up, we appreciate you watching up to this point, watching our little TnD podcast. We appreciate you guys checking in who are new, and we appreciate you guys who are checking in who are only about a week old now, this podcast, the infancy of it. We're still kind of getting things down, and we're going to get ready and prepare for Fan Fiction Friday.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But that episode should be about 45 minutes, I should say.
Yeah, probably won't be an hour.
Probably a little bit, 45 to an hour. Maybe about a little shorter, but who knows? It could also be about the same. You never freaking know. But thank you for checking in. Thank you guys for checking us out if you're new. Hopefully you guys are staying safe and warm and happy as it gets colder and Corona is starting to creep away. Make sure you're safe for the holiday season. Make sure you are washing your paws. Wash your freaking beans.
Wash your
as Tyson
beans.
said. Wash your beans. Make sure there's scrub between the fingers. Scrub between the claws. Get everything.
God.
Get all the stuff in.
I want to give a quick shout out to the TikTok. Our first post on TikTok is like 120 likes right now.
Yay!
But the other ones aren't so much. I think maybe we just chose clips that weren't funny. I don't know.
We're just not funny.
And then I made a post about like submitting fanfics, and literally one person liked it. I'm like,
They're
nobody
like,
wants
"Shut
to submit fanfic. Okay, it's fine. It's okay.
Aww, that's okay. We're not doing this for your admiration.
Yeah, we're just doing it because we like to talk and hear ourselves talk, obviously.
We literally like to sniff our own ass.
Oh, shut the hell up. Speak for yourself.
You're the furries here.
I am not a fucking dog. I'm a cat.
Oh.
Kidding!
Hairball.
But not really.
That's you choking up a hairball. That's you.
When I see you in person again, I'm gonna fucking hit you for that one. I hate you. I hate you.
All right. Well, we will see you guys later. Thank you for checking in.
Yeah, don't be afraid to hit us up on Discord. Just
yes,
chat.
don't be afraid to message us. We're so friendly. We don't bite.
Unless you want me to. I'm kidding. Or am I?
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.